Welcome to Boggersox TV. We've got lots of classic and original TV shows. Subscribe now and enjoy the video.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can!
Grandpa! No, be careful! Grandpa, stop! Grandpa, in my pocket!
Hello, little fella.
Jemima had brought her school hamster home for the weekend because it was her turn to look after him.
So what's your name then, eh?
He's called Julian, Grandpa.
Julian. That's a funny name for a hamster, eh, Beowulf?
You're going to have the best time ever. Nobody else can handle you as well as I can.
Little did we know that today we were all going to learn how to handle a hamster.
I'm going to ask Dad if I can have a hamster of my own, Grandpa.
Oh, you are you?
Now Dad was in the garden sawing some wood. He was going to mend a hole in the floor in the downstairs toilet. Dad's always mending things, especially bikes, because he runs the bike shop in town. He fixes tyres and wheels and chains He's really good at fixing bikes, but not quite so good at fixing other things.
Don't go in the downstairs toilet, Grandpa. I'm fixing a hole in the floor.
Dad! Please, can I have a hamster like Julian? Please?
Well, if you show me you can look after Julian, I might just think about it.
Yes! Come on, let's make you comfy. Aw, I wish Mum could see you, Julian.
Mum was away on a cooking course. Cooking was her latest hobby. Mum's always taking up new hobbies. One week it's karate, then it's salsa dancing, then cake decorating, the ukulele, knitting, opera singing, but she's left us this. A scrummy sausage stew to heat up for our tea.
Sausage stew. Oh, our favourite, eh, Wolfie? I can smell a sausage stew a mile away. Do you fancy a bit of sausage, Julian?
No, Grandpa. Hamsters eat seeds.
And they drink water. I'll fill this up.
No, I'll do it, Jason. Let me.
Come on, then. There we are. Uh-oh. The door's open. He's out. He's out. Jemima! Jason!
What's the matter, Grandpa?
Jemima soon found out what the matter was. Julian had gone.
Julian's gone! Jason, it's your fault. You shouldn't have taken the bottle.
I was only trying to help.
He could be anywhere. Maybe he's in the kitchen.
He's so small, he can get into really tiny places.
A bit like me, eh? I can get into really tiny places when I'm small.
Uh-oh. Grandpa was thinking of using his shrinking cap.
I'll find Julian.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can.
Grandpa, come back! You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of magical things. Get down, Grandpa! He can fly off in my plane. Grandpa, stop! He can get into my car and make it go. You know, once Grandpa's got an idea in his head, there's no stopping him. He drove my car into the hallway, just as Jemima came back in.
He's not in the kitchen. We mustn't tell Dad or I'll never get my own hamster.
Bit too long, this one. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Ah, Grandpa gone for a little lie down, has he? Oh well, I'll try this again.
Whenever Grandpa shrinks, everyone thinks he's gone for a lie down. Except me, of course.
Why does Grandpa have to go and lie down just when we need him?
But Jemima grabbed her chance. Off she went to look for Julian in the toilet, while Dad was gone. Meanwhile, Grandpa was waiting for his chance in my car in the hall. Then suddenly we heard...
Ah! Oh no! No! Julian's gone through the hole in the toilet. He'll be under the floorboards or we'll never find him now.
Oh, yes, we will.
Grandpa was off. He zoomed through the kitchen, and Jemima was too busy crying to notice him. I rushed after him into the toilet, but by the time I got there, Grandpa had gone. So, not only was Julian under the floorboards, but so was Grandpa.
Julian! Julian! Come out. I know you're here somewhere. Ah, there you are. Come on. Come on, little chap, don't be frightened. I'm only trying to help you. It's all right, Julian. Don't be frightened. Are you there, Julian? Come back, Julian! Where are you? Come back, Julian!
Come back, Julian. Please come back. Please, Julian.
This time, Grandpa had gone too far. I was worried that he'd come out of the hole instead of Julian. But Grandpa wasn't about to come out because...
I'm completely lost. Bother.
I was trying to work out what to do when suddenly I heard... Are you there, Grandpa?
Yes! Can you hear me?
Yes. Are you all right?
Yes, but I'm a little bit lost.
What shall I do?
Put the hamster food next to the hole. Julian will smell it and come on out.
But how can I get you out, Grandpa?
Oh, you'll think of something.
What are you doing, Jason?
Nothing.
What are you doing, Jemima?
Nothing.
We'll have to tell Dad where Julian is. He's about to cover up the hole.
I know. And if he does that, I'll never see Julian again.
Of course, I was worried that I'd never see Grandpa again. The thing about Grandpa is that he's always fun. We play lots of games.
I certainly did, Captain.
We read Captain Dumble-twit stories.
And his rocket sprung out of the side of the spaceship.
We share our ice cream. We suck up our spaghetti. And Grandpa is always like this. And just then, Dad came back out of the toilet with the plank.
Wrong size. Too short this time. Try again.
I've got a plan. Listen. Jemima put the hamster food in front of the hole so that Julian would smell it.
At last, you've had a good idea, Jason. Thanks.
I couldn't tell her that it was actually Grandpa's good idea. We waited really quietly, both hoping that Julian would smell the food and come out.
Julian's come out. Look, he's here. Aw, you're so cute. I'm so glad I found you.
The good news was that Julian was safe and sound. The bad news was that Grandpa was still under the floorboards.
Jemima, can you help me measure this, please?
Luckily, Dad called Jemima. I just had a few minutes to rescue Grandpa. I needed the plan, and I needed it fast. If Julian could find his way back by smelling his favourite food, then maybe it could work for Grandpa too. So I put the cold sausage stew down by the hole in the toilet.
Sausage stew. I could smell sausage stew a mile away.
Grandpa, you came back!
Of course I came back. I wasn't going to miss out on the sausage stew.
Quick, get to your chair. Grandpa soon whipped off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size. He was back in his chair just as Dad and Jemima came in with a new plank.
Third time lucky.
Well, Julian, I said I'd find you, and I did. Couldn't have done it without Jason, though. Teamwork, eh?
Teamwork. Grandpa really enjoyed his sausage stew.
Wolfie, come on.
And so did Beowulf.
Good boy.
Guess what? Dad said I could have a hamster of my own if I want one. But I think they're too much work.
So do I.
Huh? What do you mean, Grandpa? You didn't do anything.
Oh, didn't I?
Happy hairy family in hairy land, and we're the hairy fairies, telling all the stories
And the singing in a band.
We had a little accident with our magic and turned the world hairy.
Oh, how tragic!
We ran out of spells in our hairy fairy tree.
But they don't care.
They love to be hairy. The ha-ha hairies, finding all the laughter in hairy land. Ma, Pa,
And Minnie.
and don't forget there's Nana.
And Chihuahua, the hairy pet.
But up on the hill in Chateau Shampoo, there's Boris Boo-hoo.
And Boise, too.
Boris is trouble, you wait and see. But they don't care, they love to be hairy. The ha-ha hairies.
So, how are you feeling today, Cliff?
Oh, fine, thanks.
Hi there! Cliff, our friends are here.
Oh, hello. I'm just going to do some guitar practice.
I thought you'd want to do something a bit more exciting, Cliff. After all, it is your birthday!
Oh, Wiggy! You remembered!
Of course I did.
Oh.
Happy hairy birthday, Cliff.
Ah. Oh, too tight, Wiggy.
Sorry. Hey, that reminds me of another happy hairy birthday.
Oh.
Listen to this. It was a beautiful sunny morning in Hairyland, and Pahaha was having a lovely time when we landed in the bumblebee bush.
It was going to be a day full of ha-ha-has. Well, isn't every day like that with Pa?
It's Pa!
It's Pa! It's Pa!
It's Pa! And he's one big ha-ha-ha. Whatever he does,
Wherever he goes,
there's a ha-ha-ha, and everyone knows it's Pa!
Pa! With his ha!
He's a ha-ha-ha from the top of his head to the tip of his hairy toes. That's Pa!
Pa was really looking forward to his birthday party.
Happy hairy birthday, Pa!
Shush!
Sorry. Happy hairy birthday, Pa! For ya!
First, Ma came out with a present for Pa.
A beautiful long hairy scarf.
Then Minnie arrived with Boise. They had been to Hairy Town to get Pa presents.
Minnie gave him a pair of hairy mitts.
Pa loved them.
Then Boise gave Pa his present.
Pa couldn't unwrap it because he was wearing the mitts. So Minnie did it for him.
It was a hairy hat. Pa loved it.
Yes, this was the day of Pa's bumper birthday bonanza.
But up on the hill at Chateau Shampoo, someone else had new clothes. Can you guess who?
Boris, boo-hoo, what's he gonna do?
Boris had bought himself some really special hairy hoofers to wear when he next went to Hairy Town.
He thought they made him look very important. And Boris wanted people in Hairy Town to think he was important.
Suddenly, Boris heard loud, happy ha-ha-ha's coming from down in the valley.
He looked through his hairy starey and he saw this.
Pa was wearing his hairy mitts, hairy hat, and long hairy scarf.
Boris loved Pa's new clothes. Oh, and how well they would go with his new hairy hoofers.
He'd look even more important with a matching scarf and gloves and hat.
So what Boris needed now was a plan. Boris needs a plan, he needs a plan as quick as he can. He needs a plan, he needs it quick.
He needs to plan a clever trick.
What'll it be?
What'll it be?
What'll it be?
The plan was this. Boris would go along to Pa's bumper birthday bonanza.
He'd borrow Pa's new clothes and go off to Hairy Town in them and his new hairy hoofers. He would look so important.
The Ha-Ha Hairies were playing Follow My Leader when Boris arrived.
Hide! It's Boris! Coming this way!
Boris darted behind the bumblebee bush where he hid his hairy hoofers.
Then he did this.
Everyone laughed. Good old Boris had come to wish Pa a happy birthday too.
Boris hasn't come to wish Pa a happy birthday. He's come to borrow his new clothes.
Yes, and I bet he'll try to borrow them without asking.
Yeah, he's too proud to ask.
Pa went to shake Boris's hand, so he took his mitts off
And asked Boris if he would kindly put them on the bushy bed.
And if that wasn't bad enough for Boris, now it was time for him to join in with the hairy shake.
5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe Boris could get the mitts while the others were dancing. Ready to shake, 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 shake with me. Do the hairy shake with me.
But Ma wanted Boris to dance.
And you shake it up high, and you shake it to the ground.
And you shake it to the side, and you shake around.
Then you shake your finger. Then Pa got very hot, so he took off his hat and scarf. Do the hairy shake with me.
You're gonna shake, 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 shake. Now was Boris's chance. He tippy-toed to the bushy bed, grabbed Pa's presents, and hid them behind the bumblebee bush. Do the hairy shake with me.
Do the hairy shake with me. Do the hairy shake with me. Then Boris had an idea. How about playing hide and seek?
He told them to hide while he counted to 10.
Ma hid in the Ha-Ha Hairy house.
Pa hid behind the furry fur cone tree.
And Minnie and Boise hid in the Fluffer Poop.
While everyone was hiding, Boris opened his eyes and tippy-toed behind the bumblebee bush.
While they all waited for Boris to find them, he put on Pa's new clothes.
Boris was ready to go. He was about to put on his hairy hoofers, but Pa got tired of waiting and went...
Minnie and Boise got tired of waiting and went...
Boris went into a panic. The kind of panic that makes you hide in Chihuahua's doggy den.
One by one, the Ha-Ha Hairies came out of their hiding places.
Where was Boris Boo-hoo?
Then suddenly, Pa saw that his presents had gone.
So where was his hairy hat and his hairy scarf and his hairy mitts?
Boris tried to get away, but just then...
Nana and Chiwa arrived.
Nana had made Pa a hairy berry birthday cake.
Chihuahua made straight for his doggy den.
They all turned to look at Chihuahua. What was the matter?
Ma would sort it out. She bravely stuck her hand into the doggy den and pulled out...
Boris Boo-hoo!
The Ha-Ha Hairies thought it was all part of Boris's game.
He was hiding himself and Pa's presents.
Boris had to pretend that this was true.
So Ma took off the hat.
And Minnie took off the scarf.
And Boise took off the mitts.
And Nana thought the hairy hoofers must be another present for Pa.
How kind of Boris. Pa thanked him over and over again.
Serves Boris right.
Yeah, he didn't deserve those hairy hoofers, Wiggy. Now Pa was over the hairy moon.
Everyone thought he looked really important. Everyone except Boris. So, what shall we do for your birthday treat?
Dunno. Any ideas?
We could play Hunt the Birthday Present.
You got me a birthday present?
Of course.
Oh, Wiggy, you're the best.
Yep, I know. Now you have to find it.
Oh,
No, it's not over there.
is it over here?
No, it's not over there.
Right, maybe it's inside.
No, right.
Maybe it's over here?